arrived here about 2 years ago to kick off the Phase 2 project, and we realised then that we were going to have a huge demand for people on the project, total manpower requirement of about 17,000 people. And to move men and equipment across this island, we'd have to drive millions of kilometres per month. And in executing that work, we expose ourselves every day to huge exposure from a road safety perspective. So it became very, very clear, particularly in 2004, that we had a challenge on our hands, that we had to do something with our staff and our contractors to raise the level of our game in terms of overall road safety if we were to avoid avoidable road traffic incidents, or indeed the impact of our activities on Sakhalin society at large. So throughout 2003-2004 we actually made great inroads into our own community amongst these 17,000 people, and we saw great improvements. We saw road traffic incident frequency go down, we saw vehicle incident frequencies go down, but it became very obvious that that alone was not enough. If we were going to make a difference to the overall standard of road safety here on an island, we had to do much, much more, because unfortunately many of the habits, many of the behaviours by third parties on this island were not conducive to improving the overall standard of road safety. So in the middle of 2004 we made contact with the Global Road Safety Partnership to seek their assistance as to how we could engage all stakeholders on the island, the police, the government and many other stakeholders, to try and bring about a step change in road safety on the island. And that of course requires the contribution and input from everyone, from drivers, from passengers, from children, from anyone involved in administering the safe passage of children to and from school. The church, and seeking the support of the church to highlight to people the serious pain that can be incurred by one stupid action or by one mistake by any individual when they venture out on the road every single day. And so therefore we brought the Global Road Safety Partnership here. We worked together with them, Sakhalin Energy and the Global Road Safety Partnership, to embark upon a programme that would engage all of these stakeholders. And so it was we formed the Sakhalin Road Safety Partnership. I agreed to co-chair that Sakhalin Road Safety Partnership scheme, not to lead it, because I realised that we really need local stakeholders to be in the lead. We engaged the support of 3 other major stakeholders to join us: a representative from Sakhalin Oblast, a representative from the Give Today, the local police organisation, and a representative from a major NGO who is focused on improving road safety. And so collectively we formed the Sakhalin Road Safety Partnership. Through our contacts in the Phase 2 contracting community, we were able to engage and bring along the support of some of our major contractors, and they've done an outstanding job, particularly Schlumberger, who have been so supportive in helping us not only co-finance the overall project, but to bring their own experience to bear, to work alongside us in bringing about a step change in particular areas of road safety. And I do believe that if we get this right here on Sakhalin, in terms of raising the game on road safety awareness, it could well be a model for the rest of Russia. Now, there's a number of examples. We've had tremendous support from Russian companies who've helped us in manufacturing products and a lot of the advertising material, and demonstrated tremendous capability in that area. I'm very happy with that. But we've also had great support from a large number of our Russian contractors who've taken the spirit of this programme into their own hearts and minds and are rolling it out amongst their own communities. But last but not least, we've placed a lot of emphasis on training and developing our own staff, and we've got some excellent staff here in Sakhalin Energy who've picked up this baton with great enthusiasm, and they are now out there actively promoting the road safety campaign and having tremendous success. And I'm very, very proud of those Russian staff who are doing that on our behalf. It's a great example, and if, with their own enthusiasm, they can translate these high-level messages that I'm trying to put out into practical and meaningful initiatives across the island.
Прежде всего, я вижу, этот проект является огромной возможностью для российского персонала, работающего на этом проекте, поднять свой профессиональный уровень. Мне очень интересно общаться с профессионалами, которые приезжают из-за рубежа, что-то почерпнуть из их опыта. Но на самом деле идеальный продукт получается именно тогда, когда мы, не теряя нашей русской культуры, пытаемся что-то адаптировать, которое те материалы, которые применялись на Западе, адаптируем их под русскую культуру и только после этого преподносим водителям. Только в этом случае у нас есть шансы изменить в позитивную сторону их отношение к работе.
In our own country, it's become part of our culture. You must remember in the old days the clunk-click campaigns that we all had and how we brought a step change, and mothers and girlfriends and children would always remind Dad, get your seatbelt on before you leave, and it's all become a way of life. Everybody does it naturally now. We've got a long way to go here in Sakhalin in encouraging people to see the benefit of wearing a seatbelt and to make it part of their everyday habit and custom.
Когда ездите на машине там, в качестве пассажира, пользуетесь ремнями безопасности?
Нет, не пользуюсь.
Изредка пользуюсь. Всегда?
Всегда. Нет, не пользуюсь.
Обязательно.
Обязательно.
В основном, как и весь русский народ, перед постом ГИБДД.
Обязательно.
Всегда?
Был свидетелем просто аварии мощной, без ремней безопасности. И после этой аварии я стал пользоваться ремнем.
Я на автобусе в основном.
Да.
Нет.
Зачем?
Обязательно. Да, обязательно. Да нет. Ну, как бы редко.
Вся идея глобального партнерства по вопросам дорожной безопасности заключается в том, чтобы привносить мировой опыт, международный опыт в другие места, вот такие как Сахалин, для того, чтобы создавать партнерство по вопросам дорожной безопасности. У нас на Сахалине это партнерство было создано в июне этого года, и оно, скажем так, объединило различные организации, которые представляют и государство, и деловое сообщество, и общественные организации.
Я рад приветствовать вас на этом мероприятии. К сожалению, стоит отметить, что положение дел по безопасности дорожного движения в Сахалинской области является крайне неблагоприятным. Резкое повышение количества дорожно-транспортных происшествий на дорогах Сахалина очень тревожит администрацию Сахалинской области.
Совсем недавно Андрюше Суроп исполнилось 2 года. Для всей семьи, мамы, папы, старшего брата и бабушки это был особенный праздник, потому что он стал первым радостным событием после жуткой аварии, случившейся 3 августа этого года.
Because it's very important for me and the leadership of the Phase 2 project that everybody goes back home at the end of the day with the same number of fingers, arms, legs, toes, eyes and ears that they started the day with.
Самое большое главное, что это противоречит правилам дорожного движения.
А в чем опасность заключается?
Что мы не знаем, какое может быть пострадание, ну и вообще может это получиться дальше.
Statistically, unfortunately, you're about 15 times more likely to be involved in a road traffic accident here in Sakhalin than you are in Western Europe. But when you analyse those accidents and you see the level of fatalities we have on this island, many of those could have been avoided if only people had worn a seatbelt. But culturally, this is quite alien to many people on the island. So many Russians tell me, oh, it's so uncomfortable to put on a seatbelt. I say, I mean, the discomfort of putting on a seatbelt for only a few moments, it does not compare to the pain or discomfort that the victims of road traffic accidents suffer, or indeed the parents leave behind. The pain that many Russians I've met here have suffered, the loss of loved ones or children through road traffic accidents, and they live with that pain forevermore.